Hey, and welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Mark. Trailer reaction time.
Trailer reaction time. And this one is a film that a lot of people have requested for us to review the trailer. It's called The Kerala Story, and it's a Hindi language film that there's some caveats here because we don't know it says it's based on real events, but then that's been disputed by some other people and think there's a political agenda regarding this film. It's about women who were supposedly kidnapped and converted to Islam and joined ISIS. So obviously that's a lot to take in, and whether that's true or not, that's not what we're here about. We're here to review the trailer and to see if it's something that looks like an interesting film to watch, regardless of what the stuff is.
Okay, here we are. Okay, so I was setting that up. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to review this trailer. We don't know the true story. We don't know the facts. We're just reviewing this trailer and seeing what kind of story it's telling us. And I know that there was a warning on this trailer saying that there's some trigger warnings, like there's some suicide, things like that. So if you're a sensitive audience, you may not want to watch it.
Yeah, so that's, we wanted, because we've done some other films that have political ramifications, and we hear about it. Oh, and my bird.
Wow, lots of opinions about this movie that bird has.
So we just want to let you know that we understand that, but we still want to review it because we're interested in anything that's sort of has that sort of controversy. It's worth for us to check it out and just review the film as a film and kind of put the political stuff to the side for now. So let's take a look.
For now. Yeah.
So let's take a look at The Kerala Story.
Okay.
Shalini Unnikrishnan, a Hindu from Kerala.
Tell me, when exactly you joined ISIS?
ISIS कब ज्वाइन किया ये जानने के लिए क्यों ज्वाइन किया और कैसे ज्वाइन किया ये जानना जरूरी है सर.
इस दुनिया को सिर्फ अल्लाह चलाता है. ओनली अल्लाह.
उन्हें करीब लाओ, खानदान से जुदा करो, दुश्मनी रिश्ते बनाओ, जरूरत पड़े तो उन्हें प्रेग्नेंट करो और जल्द से जल्द अगले मिशन के लिए हमें हैंडओवर करो.
तुम लोगों ने बताया नहीं तुम कौन से गॉड को मानता?
I think Shiva is a big god.
जो गॉड अपनी वाइफ के मरने पे ऐसे कॉमन मैन की तरह रोता हो, वो गॉड कैसे हो सकता है?
क्या बदतमीजी है ये?
हिजाब पहनी एक भी लड़की के साथ ना ही कभी रेप होता है, ना ही कभी कोई उन्हें छेड़ता है. Because Allah always protects us.
Are you trying to say only Allah protects?
क्या आपको अपना शौहर कबूल है?
कबूल है.
फातिमा.
दिस इज अ ग्लोबल एजेंडा. हमारे एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर ने बोला है कि अगले 20 साल में केरला इस्लामिक स्टेट बन जाएगा.
एक सनसनीखेज घटना ने केरला की रूह तक को हिला दिया है.
Just come back. You're not safe, Shalini. Please come back.
हम 48 गर्ल्स में से 7 क्रिश्चियन हैं, बाकी हिंदू हैं.
मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ इस खेल में. मेरे जैसे हजारों लड़कियां हैं जो अपने घर से भागकर इस रेगिस्तान में दफन हो चुकी है.
Okay, now just as a tone for the trailer alone, I'm talking about the topic, the very exploitative. very the gah, these huge flashy titles flashing on screen. It had a very like just exploitative. It made it seem a little dicey. I'm just saying how the trailer.
Well, and and just sort of the the title cards, and innocent, and also very much, there's a lot of violence in there. There's somebody hanging, obviously, who committed suicide, or and there was a lot of blood, and we've done a lot of violent reviews, but they're kind of fun, cartoony. This obviously is not that, and it's very intense and very like, wow, in your face is the way it comes across. Like, pulling no punches.
Makes me, if I see a film that's promoted like this, it makes me doubt its intentions, because I feel like it's definitely, and it's okay to have point of view. I just feel like if you're gonna if they're trying to show us something that happened that's true, and it's got some dignity and some importance and respect for victims or whatever, it doesn't come off, and this is trailer only. I have not seen the movie. It doesn't come off as like grandstanding and like clearly like. And believe me, no fan of ISIS. Just gonna say it. Don't like it. Just from our Western eyes, ISIS is very bad, and I think that's just for me. And it's interesting because I was just watching The Bureau, and they just had a whole season that had to do with ISIS and the kidnapping and the fight between the Kurds and Turks, and so it was very complicated. ISIS was one of the more hardcore. Not too many people sympathized with ISIS at the time, in the world. So. This is bad, and but what I think is interesting about the film, I'm just going to get on my high horse for a second, is that women are treated so badly so often that anything that gives them a chance at not being treated badly, even though it's a lie, I can see why they would be tempted. I mean, men are grabbing them. They feel like, they're not being treated respectfully, like in the workplace or by parents or by, they're just treated like basically a commodity a lot of times. And that's true in any country. It's not just, in India. So you can see why they might be tempted to be indoctrinated, because this woman she's obviously clearly there to recruit, and she is recruiting. So she's telling them all these things that sound like solutions to their problems. And, women are committing suicide over it. So one's like, what could be worse? I might as well try it. If it's a true story, and which I'm sure there are plenty of women who've been kidnapped and recruited and really regretted it. This is really
well. I think that's what the trailer is like that. It's been refuted that this is not true. Again, we don't know, but the trailer comes across as very sort of, this is what happened. It's Allah versus Shiva, pick your god, which god is going. And when you bring in religion, obviously, tempers tend to flare and boil, and so that's what this trailer is intended to do. It's intended to get you riled up one way or the other, exactly. And so for me, as somebody that's, doesn't have a big religious bent, I kind of can step back and just look at it as a trailer for a film. Is this something that works as a trailer? Does it make me want to watch the movie or not? And for me, when it has that certain thing, I tend to shy away from that stuff. Not because I have, I am on one side or the other. I'm not. It's just like, well, it seems like it's bringing a viewpoint, and it's not as measured as maybe I would expect a film like this to be. So that's the sense I get, and it just, there's like I said about going back, like certain points of the music and this and that, and it's like, okay, it's got a definite viewpoint.
And
it's to sort of like back up a little bit.
It makes you kind of put a wall up because you're like, I don't know about this, and the thing. You got to be careful when you're promoting a film like this. We'll say like, innocent women, killers, evil. It's like when you're doing stuff like that, it's like you said, I'm not super religious. I can see through some of that, propaganda. So yeah, I don't know, but we have posters.
No, I mean, listen, it's getting a lot of play. A lot of people are
It
interested
is.
in seeing this. It opens May 5th, which is today. They were recording this.
Yeah.
So obviously we'll see how it does. But so that's why we're taking a look at it.
Yeah, it
and
looks
let's take a
really
look.
grim. This is a storyline. It looks really grim and sad. And
Sure
since I feel like I've
does.
been steeped in it for like weeks now, watching The Bureau, I'm like, oh my God, not more of this.
Right.
Just awful history, awful
Right.
people.
Right.
But so we have, look how happy and cute they are at the top and how sad and grim they are.
Right.
And see, that's what you do. It's what happens to women. That's what happens.
Well, you put the hijab on them, and this is, they get very serious. Yeah, true.
I like too where they're like, impregnate them, do this, and did you see a bunch of dudes standing around looking at them like, roar. I mean, the trailer's a little out of control.
Yeah, slapping on the backside and all this kind of stuff. Anyway,
tearing her shirt.
Right.
And then we have, this one's a little more interesting, but their eyes, it's still kind of over the top. Her eyes all wide and scared. I don't think you needed that to get the point across.
Right.
But one person looks like they're not buying it, and then you have people running.
That's true. Interesting. Yeah.
And I did see someone about to get their arm cut off. That could be the scene. Who knows?
Right.
And then same thing. We have all the women kind of staring ahead like they're hypnotized, except for one woman who's like, "What the hell did I just get myself into?
Right.
Yeah, what did you do?"
Right.
I mean, yeah. I will say, just graphically, I love the desaturation and the bright yellow Hulu colors are really real pretty on here.
No, I think it's a really cool, actually, really, interesting poster. This one especially, the last one.
And the copy line is pretty clever too, because they go uncovering the truth that was kept hidden, and then you're seeing the clothing that covers them up and hides them. Women are completely hidden from public view.
Right.
They're non-entities, like they're non-existent, people. So there's a lot of double meaning in that. So it's good marketing, but it's also a little over the top. And it doesn't seem to be wanting to take it super seriously, because it's just it's like yelling at you.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess all posters are sort of a form of manipulation in the sense you want to get them to go see the movie. But this one seems like, okay, they sort of cranked that up to 11.
It looked cranked,
yeah.
So there it is. We're interested in hearing more what you guys think about this, because the movie did just come out. We'll watch it if you guys think we should watch it.
Yeah, well, let us know.
Doesn't look too fun to watch, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get some comments as what we had to say, and I'm interested in reading those and to see what if the movie gets good reviews. I think whether it's a well-made film, whether you agree with it or disagree, is a whole other thing. But so that's it. The Kerala story. Kind of a Flashpoint movie, one that people will talk about.
Controversial.
And we're all about checking those out. So thanks very much for watching our review of the Kerala story, and we'll be back with something maybe a little lighter next time.
Let's do something more fun than this. Okay.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.